Hugh here with Hughtube Horror's 150 sub contest entry. And if you guys have not heard of Hughtube Horror, I will leave his channel link in the description below. You guys go check him out, show him some love. I also left a link to his channel in the last shoutout video I made with 9 other folks that I thought deserve way more subs than what they have. And please go check that video out and show some love. First of all, 150 is a great milestone. Congratulations on that one. And I'll be checking out way more of your content, man. Your stuff looks really good, and glad to have gotten to notice your channel. Now, you have asked us 2 questions, but the first one is, what are your top 3 Australian films? And I know you want top 3, but that's hard for me because I love a lot of Australian films. I think they're actually fantastic. And I'll give you my top 3, but I'll add 2 more. And my top 3 are Mad Max 2, Wolf Creek, and Rogue. And the other 2 that I really like as well would be Boar and Bait. I like those. Now for the second question, you asked us, out of the 5 main horror icons, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky, and Leatherface, which film out of the franchises did we watch first out of each one? So when I went through this, I didn't realize that I actually saw a lot of the first ones first, except for one. I saw the second one first. So I'm going to go through them here. And the first one is, out of this franchise, I saw the very first one first. And from there, I thought it was actually pretty darn scary. I was really young at the time. And when I did watch the second film, I thought it was a bit more comedic. And the third one just followed suit with the comedy. And it lightened up on the horror, like the really darkness of it. But first one I watched first. Sorry about that. Just smacked my camera. Alright. So next up here will be Friday the 13th series. Now out of this, I watched the second one first. At the time, I wanted to rent them, and the first one was rented out, so I rented 2, 3, and 4, and I watched the second one first. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have watched it from the beginning at the time, but yeah. Now, next up here is Halloween. Now, I do not own the whole franchise of this, unfortunately, not yet. It is one of my more favorite franchises in the horror slasher. But either way, I'd have to go with Halloween 1. I watched that one first out of all of them, and fell right in love with horror films and slasher films because of it. It's what made me get into all this horror stuff. Now, the other 2 I don't own on physical media, and I do apologize, but I'm going to have to go with Child's Play, the first one. I watched it, and it freaked me out as a kid, but I enjoyed it and loved it to death. And as for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it was the first one. At that time when I did watch... at the time I started watching horror films, and... I was starting to get really used to the horror slasher type thing. So what happened was I was starting to get bored, not really bored, but used of the slasher stuff. And it wasn't scaring me anymore. And I have, at that point, never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And one of my friends brought over the very first Texas Chainsaw Massacre to see how I would react to it. And I watched it, and I absolutely loved the first film, and it was the first one. I do enjoy all of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, even the original Leatherface film with Matthew McConaughey, and I like them all. I really do. I just think they're a real crazy family, and they do a really good job on their craziness. But yeah, basically that's going to be it for this entry. And again, if you guys have not heard of Hughtube Horror, go check him out. He has some awesome content. We'll leave a link down below. You guys go check him out, hit that sub, show him some love. Alright guys, Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Ciao.